Yeah, and I think the thing is with this Bears team is they play a lot better when they're chasing a game than when they have the keys to the car. When they have the lead, another two possession lead, multiple times two possession blown. You have a missed extra point, bad weather conditions, and then you allow a missed assignment to ruin a field goal chance. Now, Justin Fields obviously threw two interceptions at the end of the game to kind of seal it, both in the last 5 minutes of the game. Both are pretty ugly, but there's a lot that we could have done earlier in the game to not be in that situation, to only be up 9 at that point. I knew once we kicked that field goal to go up 19-10, I'm like, well, this is where the fun ends. This is where you get off the ride. Like, I saw someone from the account tweeted, like, this is fun. I'm like, God damn it, someone take the phone from Ron right now.
Dude, when it got close, like when the Packers just started moving the ball and they were still trailing, and they weren't even really moving it that well, I said, we're losing this game.
They weren't moving it good at any point during this game. They just chipped away.
We're losing this game because you got too complacent and you didn't want to trust your quarterback to put your foot on their throat. Put your foot on their throat. That's what you should have done in a game like this. This to me felt like, I don't know about you guys, but I wanted this to be like so badly the end of an era type of game.
And it had that feel halfway through it.
It did. Like the St. Brown play, we're losing our mind. The N'Keal Harry play where he fakes the hitch, throw, kind of peels out, rolls out to the left. He kind of looked around for other targets, then peeled out, rolled out. Harry kind of he peels upfield, and then he hits him deep. Great catch by N'Keal Harry. Like, there was a lot of good things that happened offensively with Justin Fields today, passing, throwing the football. And then you have an offensive coordinator who's like, we're just going to run the ball on second and fucking 500 yards and then throw a million screens. And then we're going to put him in a position where he has to throw the ball late to win a game with a terrible offensive line and receivers who don't know how to run routes and don't come back to the football. Like St. Brown, who obviously had a pretty good game up until that point, but got stuck in the mud there on that route. Like, you need to come back and get the football. That is a horrible fucking route.
So
yeah, it was just laziness.
On that note, like, I want to go on a bit of a rant about this. If you have Justin Field like bad in the fourth quarter takes, I want you to go to your front door, throw it as far as you can out there, slam the door shut, and deadbolt it, because you cannot get that from this game when you're actually going and watching it and watching what happened there. Like, he was a dog all day. He was kicking ass in spite of everything around him, in spite of the coaches just taking the ball out of his hands in key moments. He said, okay, I don't need the ball in key moments. We're going to go score. We're going to go score. And he had good process. He was hitting his reads. He was hitting secondary, tertiary reads all game long. And then we finally see him throwing with some anticipation, which was a legitimate knock on him and a legitimate thing that we wanted to see more of. We're seeing it in this game. It's beautiful. And then one of his throws with anticipation, EQ just, like you said, gets stuck in the mud. Like, that was a dog shit route. I'm sorry. That was a terrible route. And I don't like to criticize guys like that very often, but like, it was poor. Poor is being nice. And so just don't be fooled by the box score analysis on this. Like, Fields had a great game. Sure, we do need to see the fourth quarter success, but the odds are we're not going to see it with most quarterbacks on this roster with this play calling being what it is this year. Just throw it out the door, wait for it till next year.
The Dan Wiener article is coming.
Oh, I know. It 100% is.
And I said his name like that for a reason, because it's bullshit. The winning, you can't put it on Fields at this point. There's no way, like you said, Quentin, this fourth quarter and that last interception, we talked about it before we hopped on here. The last one's just like, it's garbage time. He's just trying to make a play. It's a bad interception. But
you're down 9 with a minute left. You still need every single thing to go your way for 60 seconds to even have a chance to win. You know,
I think a good rule is don't pay any attention to good or bad that happens in garbage time. It's like we remember in 2019 against the Saints when Mitch put up like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns in garbage time, and it made his stats look, just fine. If you were just looking at the box score, you'd be like, well, I guess Mitch wasn't the problem, but like he kind of was. Those garbage time stats are exactly that, garbage.
Mitch almost
good or bad.
Mitch almost had the most legendary cover in that game too. But Jimmy Graham caught the touchdown and then just walked into the tunnel and take that kickback.
Dude, I remember betting that game. The Bears were favorites, and I was on the Bears for it. And then like after the game started, I started betting the Bears live spread. And then at some point it got so bad I started betting the Saints live spread. I just wanted the Bears to suck. And I lost like every single bet. I was in shambles after that game.
My God.
They call that the chase and never catch the tail.
Yeah, I learned a lesson that day. I learned a lesson.
I've been there.
I like to just fire and then put the phone away until the news slate starts. But yeah, dude, Fields had he had like 250 yards today. If they called an offense that was catered to him throwing the football, he would have thrown for 300 yards multiple times, and most definitely today. I think it's something that we talked about just leading up to this game is if it was Fields, you wanted to see him have that type of performance that says, hey, I'm here. I'm the best quarterback in the division. Like, what are you going to do about it? And I heard people talking in the pregame on like Fox and CBS about like, why are they even still playing Rodgers? I know people actually asked him that during his media this week, like, why are you still playing? Like, there's really nothing to gain or whatever. Because they essentially have to go 5-0 and need a bunch of help to even be like the 7th seed. So, yeah, fuck that guy. He didn't really do much today. Like, Aaron Rodgers didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. Because even if – so, say, for example – you don't miss the extra point, okay, you're tied. The game is managed a different way, right? We manage the game in certain situations based on what's going on, right? Like coaching fucking 101. But the Bears can never seem to manage the game the right way when they're actually up, which we're not up that often. I thought, Joe, you'll get a kick out of this too. The Bears have 10 first drive scores this season. They sound familiar? Like the Cubs, all those first inning runs and still fucking getting their dick popped off like at the end of the game. Like, what is it with our teams where it's like we come out, we hit the ground running, we go down, get some points on the first drive, and then we had the lead for what? We had the lead for like 50 minutes in this game. We took the lead on the first drive and lost it with like 7 minutes left, and then it wasn't even insurmountable then. And then too, when Christian Watson. When he took that touchdown to the house, or when he took that ball to the house, he kept us in the game. He gave us another opportunity with the ball. They could have very easily gotten that first down and sat down, and we would have had to waste our timeouts and maybe would have kicked a field goal or punted and pinned us. But furthermore, proof that Christian Watson can't do anything other than run in a straight line. And it almost cost his team if Matt LaFleur didn't have 2 medicine balls for nuts to go for 2 right there. Which I love that call, but
it was a good call.
Yeah, it was a good call. 7, no matter what, you're still up by 7. So
make it a 2-possession game if you can.
Like we need a touchdown no matter what. But yeah, dude, I hate losing to the Packers. I hate losing in general. And even like when Fields broke off for that 60-yarder, I'm like happy. But like at the same time, like that shit doesn't hit like when we're in the middle of actually chasing for something. This whole year just has me all sorts of messed up, bro. Like I don't even know what to feel. I know Fields is doing his thing right now. I know Claypool had a bad play. I still think he was down. Komet balled out. Harry, like you said, Joey balled out. Talk about David Montgomery. David Montgomery comes to play against the Green Bay Packers just about as much as anybody ever has in this rivalry, and he did his fucking thing today too. So.
He's a horse.
Yeah, I'm not like super disappointed in the guys, but yeah, it sucks to lose this one. It sucks.